Hey everyone, good morning. This is Sarfaraz Khan and you're watching my YouTube channel Grow English. I'm very thankful to all of you that you are here on this YouTube channel by clicking its thumbnail. Since you have done me a favor, it means you are expecting something in return of it. Therefore, I have come with a tutorial video, but before that, I would like to request you to please watch the entire video till the end without skipping it. And if you are new at this channel, please do like it, share it and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon right next to this subscribe option so that you could receive the notifications of my latest video. Now in this video session, I'm gonna teach you silent letters in words. What I said? Now in this video session, I'm gonna teach you silent letters in words. That means what are those words in which letter B, letter P, letter M, letter L, letter K, letter G, letter H, letter C, letter U, letter W, letter GH, letter D, letter T is silent. Based on these topics, if you ever get any kind of doubts or want to suggest me, then you are free to comment in the comment section below. Instead of wasting time, if you are interested, continue watching. Welcome back again in my YouTube channel Grow English. As I already told you about the topic of today's video session, the topic of today's video session is silent letters in words. That means English being an international language, it becomes problems for the students to know the reason of silent letters in words. Sometimes we come across a situation that there are some words that contain silent letters, but we are not even able to understand that how and why are these silent letters in word. Therefore, I have come with this tutorial video to let you know about silent letters in word. Now, in this tutorial video session, we are going to read some silent letters systematically, or we can say that now in this video session, we are going to read some silent letters one by one in detail. Now, the first one is letter B silent. When the letter B becomes silent, the question is when the letter B becomes silent. If the letter B comes after the letter M and before the letter T. What I said? If the letter B comes after the letter M and before the letter T, then the letter B becomes silent. Now we can understand this with some examples. B-O-M-B, bomb. So here you can see that there is a letter B and it comes after the letter M. What I said? As per the rule that if the letter B comes after the letter M, then the letter B becomes silent. So B-O-M-B, bomb. Now the next example we have C-O-M-B, comb. T-O-M-B, charm. T-H-U-M-B, thumb. Now we have some more examples. G-O-U-B-T, tout. So here you can see that there is a letter T and it comes after the letter B. And as per the rule that if the B comes before the letter T, then the letter B becomes silent. So G-O-U-B-T, tout. Now another example we have, that is what? D-E-B-T, det. Now we will move on to some more silent letters. That is what? Letter P silent. So when the letter P becomes silent, if the letter P comes before the letter N and S, then the letter P becomes silent. What I said? When the letter P comes before the letter N and before the letter S, then the letter P becomes silent. So we will understand this with some examples. P-N-E-U-M-O-N-I-A, pneumonia. So how we will pronounce it? Pneumonia. Now another example we have P-N-E-U-M-A-T-I-C-S, pneumatics. So here you can see that there is a letter P and it comes before the letter N, and as per the rule that if letter P comes before the letter N, so P becomes silent. Now another example we have, that is what? P-S-A-L-M, psalm. What we will pronounce it? Psalm. Now another example we have P-S-Y-C-H-O-L-O-G-Y, psychology. So here you can see that there is a letter P and that comes before the letter S. So P becomes silent. Now we'll move on to some more silent letter. That is what? M silent. So when the letter M becomes silent, if the letter M comes before the letter N and then the letter M is silent. What I said? When the M letter becomes silent. What I said? When, the question is when the letter M becomes silent. When it comes before the letter N, then the letter M becomes silent. So we will understand this with some examples. See here, autumn. So we will pronounce it what? Autumn, not autumn. So it we will pronounce autumn. Now the next example we have is what? column. Column. Now the third example we have condemen. Condemn. Now the last example we have is what? hymn. Hymn. So now we have understood, till now we have understood that letter B silent, letter P silent, letter M silent. Now we will move on to some more silent letter, that is what? L silent. So when the letter L becomes silent, if the letter L comes before the letter M, F, K and D. What I said? The letter L becomes silent when it comes before the letter M, F, K and D, then the letter M becomes silent. So we will understand this with some examples. See here, PALM, palm. So here L is becoming silent because as per the rule that if the letter M comes before the letter M, then the L letter becomes silent. So PALM, palm. Now CALM, calm. Now another example we have HALF, half. See here, you can see that as per the rule that if the letter L comes before the letter F, then the letter L becomes silent. So HALF, half. CALF, calf. Now we'll move on to some more examples. WALK, walk. So here you can see that there is the letter L and that comes before the letter K, and as per the rule that if the letter L comes before the letter K, then L becomes silent. So here what we will pronounce it? We will pronounce it what? Walk. Now the next example we have is what? TALK, talk. Now we will move on to some more examples. Now WOULD, wood. So here you can see that there is the letter L and that comes before the letter D. And as per the rule that if the letter L comes before the letter D, then L becomes silent. So WOULD, would. So another example we have SHOULD, should. COULD, could. So now we are moving to the next silent letter, that is what? K silent letter. What I said? Now we are moving to the next silent letter, that is what? K silent. So when the letter K becomes silent, if the letter K comes before the letter N, what I said? If the letter K comes before the letter N, then the letter K becomes silent. So we will understand this with some examples. So KNOW. So we will pronounce it what? No. Not kano. It's what? No. Now the next example we have is what? KNIFE, knife. So here there is a letter K and that comes before the letter N, so K becomes silent. Now the next example we have is what? KNOCK, knock. KNIGST, night. Now the next example we have is what? KNOT, not. So now till now we have understood about the silent letters about B, P, M, L and K and T. Now we are moving to the next silent letter, that is what? G silent. So when the letter G becomes silent, we will understand it now. When the letter G comes before the letter N, then the letter G becomes silent. What I said? When the letter G comes before the letter N, then the G letter becomes silent. So we will understand this with some examples. SIGN, sign. So here you can see that there is a letter G and that comes before the letter N, so G is silent. Sign. The next example we have is what? Resign. RESIGN, resign. Now the third example, GESIGN, design. Now another example we have is what? GNAT, nat. So we have understood that if the letter G comes before the letter N, then the letter G becomes silent. Now we are moving to the next silent letter, that is what? H silent letter. So we will understand this with some examples. HOUR, hour, not hour. So we will pronounce it what? Hour. Now the next example we have is what? HONOUR, honor. Now another example we have is what? HONOURABLE, honorable. So we have understood that if See, there are some words that contain H as a silent letter. So these are some words. Now we are moving to the next silent letter, that is what? C silent letter. What I said? Now we are moving to the next silent letters, that is what? C silent letter. So we will understand this with some examples. See here, S-C-E-N-T, scent. Another example we have S-C-I-E-N-C-E, science. Now another example we have is what? S-C-E-N-E, scene. Now we are moving to the next silent letter, that is what? U silent letter. So here you can understand this U silent letter with some examples. G-U-A-R-D. So here you will pronounce it guard, not guard. It is pronounced what? Guard. So U will be silent. Now the next example we have is what? G-U-E-S-T, guest. And another example we have is what? G-U-E-S-S, kiss. Another example we have is what? C-H-U-R-N, children. Now we are moving to the next silent letter, that is what? W silent letter. So we will understand this with some examples. See here, W-R-A-P, rap. W-R-O-N-G, wrong. See here, you can see that there is a letter W and it is silent. So rap, and the next silent letter is what? Next word is what? Wrong. So W, again here it is silent. Now another example we have is what? A-N-S-W-E-R, answer. Now the next example we have is what? S-W-O-R-D, sword. So now we have understood about W silent letter. Now the next silent letter we have is what? G-H silent letter. When the words ends with the letter G-H, what I said? When or if the words end with the letter G-H and G-H-T, then the letter G-H becomes silent. So we will understand this with some examples. Now the first example you can see here is what? H-I-G-H, high. Next example we have is what? T-H-I-G-H, thigh. Now the third example we have is here what? T-H-O-U-G-H, dough. So here you can see that in each word there is a letter G-H and G-H is becoming silent. Now the next example we have is what? F-I-G-H-T. So here you can see that there is a letter G-H-T and it is said that if the words ends with the letter G-H-T, then G-H is becoming silent. So F-I-G-H-T, fight. Another example we have is what? T-A-U-G-H-T, tout. Now the third example or another example we have is what? F-O-U-G-H-T, faut. Now we are moving to the next silent letter, that is what? D silent letter. And when it becomes silent, when it comes before the letter G, then the letter D becomes silent. So we will understand this with some examples. See here, E-D-G-E, So here you can see that there is a letter D and that comes before the letter G. And as per the rule that if the letter D comes before the letter G, then the letter D becomes silent. Now another example we have is what? B-U-D-G-E-T, budget. So again D is becoming silent. Now the third example we have is what? L-E-D-G-E-R, ledger, not ledger. It is what? Ledger. Now another example we have is what? K-N-O-W-L-E-D-G-E, knowledge. And another example we have is what? B-R-I-D-G-E, bridge. So in each word you can see that there is a letter D and it comes before the letter G, and if the letter D comes before the letter G, then the letter D becomes silent. Now we are moving to the next silent letter, that is what? T silent letter. If the words ends with the letter T-E-N, what I said? If the words end with the letter T-E-N, then the letter T becomes silent. So we will understand this with some examples. O-F-T-E-N. Here we will pronounce it what? Often, not often. Now another example we have is what? L-I-S-T-E-N. Listen. Another example we have is what? S-O-F-T-E-N. Soften. Another example we have is what? H-A-S-T-E-N. Hasten. Now, one more point that you need to note is what? Q never comes alone. Q never comes alone. It always comes with the letter U. What I said? Q never comes alone. It always comes with the letter U. And when it comes later with the U, then it is pronounced Qua sound. So we will understand this with some examples. See here, Q-U-I-L-T, quilt. Q-U-E-E-N, queen. Another example we have Q-U-I-C-K, quick. Another example we have Q-U-E-S-T-I-O-N, question. So now we have understood about the silent letters G, H, C, U, W, G, H, D and T silent letter. In short, we can say that we have covered some silent letters in words. Hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have liked this video, then please share it as much as you can and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching this video. Have a good day. Take care.